Interestingly, the first person who comes to mind will be someone like, welcome to the second edition of the 1000 Special. This is a one-off. I normally only post long-form videos on a Wednesday at 5 o'clock UK time. If you haven't seen the one I uploaded on Wednesday, it's not going to be anywhere else. No shorts, no TikTok clips, nothing. So go watch that. I talk for 1,000 seconds. Thanks again for subscribing. We had over 30 questions, both on TikTok and YouTube. I'm also on Instagram if you want to see photos of my travels. The first question, interesting. Have you ever been to Australia? If not, do you plan on going? Wow, if you followed me for a while, you know I'm going in November and December and January, and then New Zealand in January. Why am I going? Because of the Ashes. Come on, England, let's win it down under. I'll give you my predictions later on in the year. As a Canadian, what is your honest opinion of our Canucks? I'm always curious about how the rest of us perceive it. Well, I'm currently in Montreal, which is in Canada. I've already been to Niagara Falls, Toronto and Quebec, and to be honest, they're the nicest people I think I met abroad. It seems everyone's willing to help, say hello, how are you? Even if I don't speak French, and in the Quebec and Montreal, everyone tried to help, spoke English. I love Canada. From what I've seen, it's beautiful. I'm going to do late tomorrow. What's your next subscriber goal? Well, I didn't think I would get to 1,000 if I'm being honest. I guess the next one's 1,500 and then 2,000 and see how high we can take this thing. I don't take it for granted. Thank you all for watching. I would like more people to watch the longer form content. I do make shorter videos out of it too, so I understand why people may not want it. But thank you for subscribing and watching. Where did I learn to cook so good? Right, a story for you. Both of my parents in previous careers worked in a kitchen as chefs, so they have experience. My mum's amazing at baking cake. I do pick up tips here and there. Yeah, I follow a recipe, but I also know you have to season it to the right level, spice it to the right level to suit you. I hope that answers that question. Next question, what's been your favourite video to make? I like the travel videos because I get to go away, but I think that my best time I have while making a video is when me and my mate do filming days, the poison squeeze, the camera, the Whitney Houston, just silly videos, but we can have a laugh while doing it. I think that comes across, so you like that too. A question for you guys, what's your favourite videos to watch that I do? Put it down in the comments. Where do you get your ideas from? And any top tip you would give to anyone who is in the early stage of being a YouTuber? I know it all, but the first thing that comes to mind is be yourself, but only share what you want to share. I'm quite honest, there are things I wouldn't share. I wouldn't put people on camera if they don't want to be on camera. But I'm me, I'm not going to change for the camera and just get used to talking to yourself, because that's what you're doing. And where do I get my ideas from? I watch a lot of TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, because it was entertaining me before I go to bed. I'm not saying steal everyone's ideas, but if you think a video looks fun to film, have fun. And always think, would I want to watch this video? If the answer is no, why are you putting it out there? Why would anyone else want to watch it? And mix it up. I think some channels are great just doing one thing, but I like the variety. I would get bored if I was just do cooking. Also, I post daily, probably twice, 3 times a day, and one long form video a week. Try and get your consistency up. That what seems to work for me. Also, use ChatGPT for this, but try and boost your SEO. I paid someone to help me increase that too. And on my latest videos, I asked ChatGPT and it seems to get more people watching, and if you get more people watching and they like it, they subscribe and come back. I hope that was helpful, but yeah, I did try to be myself and think, what would I want to watch? Have some fun with it. Get advice from other people, like my mate said in a short video, but captions on that. Now I do that on every short. It takes time, but it's worth it. And also come up with catchy intros. My mate likes doing that for me when we do stuff like the poison sweets. Now I've given away all my secrets. What about you? What do you think I could do better? Comment down below, and hopefully we can all help each other. Last thing, I reply to most comments. Some, if they're negative, I don't, but I reply to most things. And it makes it a sense of community. I like talking to people who watch me, and I think that interaction benefits both of us. Which country will you visit next and why? Well, the next country after beautiful Canada is probably Australia. I don't think I'm going away in October, but you never know. Stick around. Yeah, I think it's the Ashes in Australia. My dad's always wanted to do it. I took a year off. We had the money to do it, so we thought, why not? Otherwise you might never get to go and never get to experience it. I am worried about being away for Christmas and New Year, but I think it will be fine. It will be better if England win the Ashes down under. I'll do my predictions some other time, but if you watch the previous video that came on Wednesday, I don't think that's gonna happen. And where am I going to go next year? I've already booked a trip for my birthday, Gran Canaria. I'm hoping I can get to go to the World Cup, so I might be back in glory, Canada, the US, or Mexico, we'll see. I need to go to somewhere in Asia. I've never been to Asia, so there's a lot on the cards. And also I want to go to North Europe, so like Scandinavia, Sweden, Estonia, Denmark, Finland, and all them so beautiful countries. What's your inspiration? I would say my friends. I talked about doing this for a while and going travelling for a while, and my friends just encouraged me and said, why don't you do it? And my family are like, why don't you do it? You might never get the chance again. You might regret it. I would rather regret doing something than regret never giving it a go. So that's why I'm here, and I thoroughly enjoy it. How long it will last? Who knows? Hopefully for a while. But we'll see. I might go back to work and then not have time for this. Let's see what happens in the future. Also, there's a lot of inspirational people on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram that I follow, and I think you're a lot more inspirational than me. And if I can make one person who's having a bad day smile, or one person who doesn't think they can travel, try to travel, that's all that matters to me, really. You got to ignore the hate. There's a lot of good in the world. I know there's a lot going on in the world, but that's even more reason to do it while we can. I hope that sort of answers the question, but friends and family are a big inspiration, and they know who they are. They'll be watching because they like to support me, and I might be nice to support them back. Yeah, anyway, before we get any more emotional, let's get to the next question. What is your favourite food? The first thing that comes to mind is pie. I always like pie. I like a pastry. Buttery, crunchy. It doesn't matter what's inside, really. But yeah, I would say pie. If not, my favourite cuisine to go to, I don't mind Mexican or Thai. As you can tell, I like my food. I need to change that and get healthier. Love your videos, mate. My question is, what do you study at university? Quite easy one. I studied computer science at Loughborough University. What is my biggest dream? I've always wanted to run a business. I don't know what of you or whether I ever will, but we'll see. And provide for my family, I guess. As long as everyone's happy, healthy, that's all that matters. I'd like to see more of the world too. So get over to Asia. But the biggest one is family and friends. As long as they're happy, healthy, that's all that matters. I know I travel on my own. I'm a big family and friend guy. Who is your favourite musiker? I did the top 10, didn't I? I think Adele, ABBA, and when I'm feeling a bit stressed, I do that to put Beautiful Self on. She's a perfect 10. Where's the 12? Maybe sing a little tune for me. So, I don't sing often. The next question is, I love your videos, thank you. And my question is, how old are you? I'll let you into a little secret. I turn 30 next year. I'm getting old now. It doesn't get any easier, does it? Your time just speeds up. I feel like an old man already. Yeah, I turned 30 in February, so I'm currently 29. Well, the next question's powerful. My question is, what does life mean to you, Luke? What is your reason why? A bit of a deep one, lol. But you inspire me and would love to see your answer. See your outlook on the world. I would say life comes down to friends, family, and having fun. I know some people believe you live on afterwards. I'm not sure. No one knows. Do you just have this one night? If so, make the most of it. Do what you enjoy doing, otherwise you'll look back and have regrets. That's one thing I don't want. I don't want regrets for not doing something. I don't mind regretting doing something. I have a few regrets, but regret not doing something seems worse to me. Keep the people you love close. They're what matters the most. I would do most things for my friends and family if they ask. I don't see them as much as I probably should do some of my mates, but I'm always there. I talk to them when we can. Life does get in the way, but you need to make an effort. Yeah, don't let anxiety get in the way. I know it's easier said than done. I heard that's how answers the question. Isn't the purpose of life, or the meaning of life, 42 or something, or have I made that up? The next question is, congratulations on the 1k subs. This isn't part of the question, but if we can boost that, just hit that subscribe button. It helps me massively. I'd love to know what you would say are the worst daily challenges you face. How do you overcome them? You're amazing, love your videos, you're a nice person, keep up the amazing work. So, I would say this is going to surprise people because it's not going to be about my disability, but I have to live with that, but anxiety and laziness. Anxiety thinking, okay, this is slightly to do with my disability, but anxiety thinking I can't do anything, so I don't try. I wouldn't be travelling if it wasn't for a couple mates and family saying do it, because I got anxiety. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if I can't do that? And laziness. Leave everything to the last minute, which stresses me out, and yeah, it's not good for me because then I don't sleep, I get tired, which makes my symptoms of my disability worse. This isn't about the question, but I saw a post on Facebook that resonated with me saying cerebral palsy, my condition won't get worse, my symptoms might do as I get older, and I thought, wow, that's so true. Right, and how do I overcome that? I think this helps because I think, I've got to get some content, so I go out and do more, and that encourages me to overcome that anxiety and self-consciousness. With my disability, I learn how to adapt, so I know how to do certain things and know what I can and can't do. I know I've never be able to carry a pint from the bar and other things. I say that, and I also have anxiety about that, whether if I ever get into a relationship. I am single, not that you asked, but I wouldn't be able to carry the drinks across the room and things, and yeah, I get in my own head. Whether that makes it into the video, we'll see how confident I feel. The next question is, hi, I love your videos, Luke. My question is, how many countries have you been to? I do have a list at home, so let me text my dad tomorrow because it's currently 9 here, so it's 2 in the morning over there in the UK, so let me try and get that list and then I'll count them. Right, the next question is, do you think Marvel has been the same quality-wise since Endgame, or never been the same since the Civil War? Both great movies. I think Endgame is quite good, so since Endgame. I like this parallel universes thing, but I don't know that they can bring back any character they want at any time, just say it's an alternative character. I'd say they've got to be careful what they do next. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Spider-Man if they do anything. I'm sure they will do things with it, but we'll see. What is my favourite KitKat? This isn't a setup, but if you go to last week's video, I tasted a load of KitKats, and my favourite was the lemon crisp. It tastes like a lemon drizzle cake. But I highly recommend going watch that long form video after you finished watching this one. If you like KitKat, I try a range of flavours. Some of them good, some of them not so good. How much is a Tobey Maguire autograph worth in your opinion? Interesting question. I know where this will come from. This is going to be a cop-out answer. It's worth what someone's willing to pay for it. If I had to estimate £100 to £200, is that right? I wouldn't have a clue. I know the people that ask that would know exactly how much it's worth. How many of the same item do you think someone needs? Like, would 4 of the same image signed by the same person be too much? This is a touchy subject for some people. I know who will watch this. I think you can ask them, but in my opinion, if there's loads of people wanting autographs around you, then I think the person signing has the right to say only 1, only 2, and then you've got to decide which ones you want signed there and then. Needs is a good question. Needs probably only 1, but 1, maybe a couple. I hope that answers your question, and I hope I haven't got myself in trouble with some friends. If you could decide the outcome of Doctor Who from its current uncertainty, what would you do with the show? Who knows, RTD may watch a video and take a note. Right, Billy Piper can't be the Doctor. Oh, if she is, do it for one special regenerator. It doesn't look likely, but I would do that in a Christmas special this year. Announce who's gonna be the new Doctor. Who do I think will be good at that? Interesting. The first person who comes to mind would be someone like Olivia Colman, but I think she's too big for the role. Yeah, get someone new. Move on. If you need a streaming service, then it might be dead in the water for a while, but surely the BBC can fund it. They did back in the day. You don't need all the CGI we have now. Just go back to On Earth for a while. Rebuild the fan base and stop bringing people back, I guess. That's what I would do with it. I would say you got the shock factor you needed with Billy, regenerate her, announce a new Doctor, make it someone relatively well known so people will be excited to watch, and that's how you get the fans back, I guess, and make it scary again. Some of the episodes from my childhood creeped me out. This is another autograph related question. Do you think your best mate is a little weird, racing around in London to chase celebs around? And what are your thoughts on autograph seekers in general? If that's what you want to do and you're not stalking people and you're just politely asking and waiting in stage doors, I think it's fine. I think going to people's houses or anything's a bit weird, but yeah, if that's what you want to do, why not? It's not hurting anyone, as long as you're not rude. If people say no, then fair enough. I'll parsnips your favourite vegetable. Sorry to disappoint people out there, but I actually don't like parsnips. It's just a nickname I had from school. What is my happiest childhood memory? I enjoyed when we went to Florida as kids. That was cool. Did all the theme parks and playing games with my family. My gran, that was awesome. My gran used to come around every Tuesday after school. So yeah, that was cool. I reckon they're the first thing to come to my mind anyway. I enjoyed school too, mucking around with my mates. Yeah, I think that would be my best memory. Favourite place I've visited so far. This might have country bias because I'm in the country. I've always wanted to see the Niagara Falls. I don't know why. It's just something I wanted to do, and it was awesome. Being there, seeing them up close, doing that boat tour I've always wanted to do. There'll be vlogs come out on it soon, so please subscribe. Aside from Canada, I loved Morocco. It was so vibrant, busy, buzzing around market. If you could choose 3 people from the past to have dinner with, who would they be and why? That's a really good question. I don't have an answer. Do you need a bit of music to entertain? So I like to sing, so I would say Elvis or someone like that. So that's one. You would want someone to cook the dinner, and because they got a good name, I don't know if they can cook at all. But Fanny Craddock would be interesting to have. I've seen clips of her on YouTube. You would want someone historical too to tell their stories, so maybe Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Florence Nightingale would be cool. So look at Elvis Presley. Can't name any other dead chef or chefs in the past. Actually, I'd change that. Look at Elvis Presley, Colonel Sanders, because it'd be good if he could tell you his chicken spices. Maybe he'd cook some KFC for you. Elvis, Colonel Sanders and Abraham Lincoln. It'd be good to know his story. You can only eat one food for the rest of your life. It would get boring after a while. That's the trouble. You have to be careful, and you don't want it to be too sweet, otherwise you'll get sick of it quickly. I would say pie, because you could have an apple pie, cherry pie, and then chicken and mushroom steak, so you could still have the variety while eating my favourite food all the time. In vacation, I think I'm on it. Seeing the Niagara Falls has always been a dream. Australia, if we win the Ashes, or just seeing the Ashes over there be brilliant. Also, I want to go to Japan and see the cherry blossom. I might look to go next year. I need to look into that and see whether I can or not. So, yeah, that'd be my 3 places. Oh, and seeing the World Cup be great next year. If I can get to one match, it doesn't even have to be an England match. Really cool. I would love to see the World Cup. The next question, how are you so handsome? I don't think I am. I don't use any face creams or anything. I just wash my hair, use soap in the shower, deodorant on, brush my teeth. It's just natural beauty, isn't it? I'm only joking. I don't think I am. I could dress a lot better. What is my favourite fact? I know a lot of facts, but none are coming to my mind at the minute. I guess a cool fact is that we all used to be connected in the world through Pangea and then it's separated. I'm not sure if this is right, but is it the fact that they think we will all come back, crashing back together at some point, or have I made that up? If I could go into the future, how far into the future would I go? 100 years to see if we are still here or not, and see whether my family is still around, or I would like to know whether we still go on. Maybe 100 years is a bit soon for that, so 500 years in the future, and see if everyone's got a flying car that can drive itself. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? You get to where you want quickly, you don't have to drive yourself. What's your favourite dinosaur? And why? I wish I had my nephew here, he'd be a down, but what are the ones with the really long neck? Diplodocus? I've not ever really been into dinosaurs. The Diplodocus, or the ones I'm on about, had the really long neck. Wouldn't hurt a fly, but would eat the leaves off a tree. Some people would say giraffes. Let's have a Google. What's a Diplodocus? I was right, they are called Diplodocus. So my favourite dinosaurs are Diplodocus. How did I know that? When editing this, I realised I never answered the question of how many countries I've been to. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Canada was my 20th country. So let me just read them out. You got Austria, Belgium, Croatia, Czech Republic, France, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Malta, Monaco, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, Turkey, United Kingdom, and the US. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.